Let me just start by just saying it's a glorious day, family. I'm sorry that I had to go away for so long, but it wasn't my decision. And I will make provisions for that not to transpire again. But man, it feel good to do what you want, go where you want, eat when you want, sleep when you want. I'm not finna trick myself and go back in the system no more. I'm finna dedicate myself to this YouTube and definitely up here and adhere to really expanding my mind. But before I go any further with that, let me just say, Thin Man Ventures, what do you mean the tragic ending of Z Black? What is tragic? I watched the interview and it's time for the review. And I'm here to say, y'all, when you're doing an interview with somebody, you don't just let them run on and run on and run on. What about the questions? Because in this interview with Z Black, and I'm going to put it in the thumbnail so y'all can look at it, y'all see him, oh my God. He like all the stories described. Big, black, ugly. You can even tell by his stature. He real brawly. He real wide. So imagine, like Shasha said, if y'all get a chance, look at the interview of what Shasha said. When Z Black, Pissy, aka Pissy Black, came to his cell with his shit in a hot dog bun. Imagine that person on the thumbnail coming inside of your cell and he's so dark, it's like the sun went out. And he got his shit in a hot dog bun with his meat hanging out inside of it, talking about, you know what to do. What would that do to your mental? He is something you see out of a horror movie. And not only is he something you see out of a horror movie, he ain't no bitch. What you mean? What you mean by that, Exquisite? He got a knuckle game. He really can throw them things. He could have been All-American. I heard he played football. He could box. He could play baseball. I heard he was getting 40 rebounds on the basketball court. This motherfucker was different. He really tricked himself out the streets. But let me go into this interview about some of the things he said that I truly don't agree with. He said things like he hate a bully. No matter what, he'd never go pick on the little guys. He hated a bully. He'd go after the big fish. Right. But Shasha was only 5'2", 140 pounds soaking wet. So is that really picking on the big fish? If that's the definition of the big fish, then y'all, I hate to see what the little fish is. Because the little fish is a little 190-pound dude, man. But yeah, the Thin Man Adventures. What is tragic about Z Black dying? He went inside of a restaurant with over 75 people in it and made them do each other. And he did some of them. So what is tragic about his ending? Please tell me. What is tragic about him no longer on this earth? What did he do that was beneficial and official to being on planet Earth? Besides having a name, being notorious for running up in you. Running up in men and taking them. Come on, man. Come on. And then he said in the interview, y'all gonna hear, he said when he like 5 minutes ago when he was outside, somebody said, "They let you out?" And he said, "That's how you feel? That's how you feel?" And the dude said, "You know who I am?" He said, "I don't care who you is." Yeah, that's how he feel. Why? Because he was probably one of your victims. Why? Because your reputation go long. The shit that you was doing up in there, Z Black. You done hurt a lot of people. He done hurt a lot of families. So, of course, motherfuckers is wondering, they let you out? Because it's like, and that's why he's like, you know who I am? It's almost like that movie with DMX when he was selling drugs and the son was like, you know who I am? And DMX had fucked him up as a kid. It's almost something like that, but worse. But yeah, y'all, go check out that interview. Z Black is everything they said he was. Big, black, dark. You can't, if he stand in front of the sun, you're not gonna see who he is. Oh my God. He almost purple. But yeah, thankful Shasha had the grease boiling in the pot when Pissy Black came up in there. Why? Because what could he have done with a man like that? Like I heard him say in that interview, you can shoot me, I can shoot you back. You can stab me, I can stab you back. But if you rape me, ain't no coming back from that. But yeah, y'all, go check out that interview. Thin Man Ventures, work on your interview game, man. You don't just let nobody run off. Why didn't you ask him no questions about if you hate a bully, if you hate people who lie, why was you sodomizing men, black men? And you notice how I always tell y'all, with like Felice Johnson, all them bandits, what they always try to say once they older in age. Nah, I didn't take it from nobody. They was already like that. Right. But you just got this reputation from taking it. But so-called, why nobody else who was with people who was already like that get that reputation? Why only you got that reputation? Right. They always trying to profess and manifest that it wasn't them, that they was doing it to people who already wanted it. Right. And it's a message in this story that I want y'all to get. I know y'all gonna be laughing, smiling, giggling. I know I'm happy I'm back. Y'all happy I'm back. But watch y'all children. Because when he said that his older brother molested him, and that's what made him trick himself and run to the streets, watch your children. Why? Because all it takes is one misstep, one mishap, one hanging out with the wrong cousin, one hanging out with the wrong family member, and your child never the same. Your child going to a life of crime. Your child is inebriated and always on drugs and in and out the system. So watch your children, because that's one thing Z Black did say, that after his brother did that, it took the life out of him. He'd rather be out on the streets than be at home. He'd rather be out breaking into properties and burglarizing and inside of the incarcerated than being at home. Why? Because he feared that happening again. A lot of y'all think these so-called dudes was killers and street dudes, and he just so hard and he want to kill everybody. You know where all that pain come from? Why? Because a lot of them been touched. A lot of them been tampered with. A lot of them been busted in. And that's just a facade and a ploy to try to disillude you from thinking that he been hurt. It's truly just a hurt young boy inside. It's truly just a Felice Johnson. It's truly just that. It's truly just a Malik Boatwright. Who is Malik Boatwright? He was down with the Preacher crew. One of the sickest dudes you could ever come across. But guess what? The reason why he ended up like that is because his father was molesting him. So he went to the army and got the skills, and when he came out, he was a menace on them streets. Everybody he ever went after, he killed. And he liked it. He loved that shit. He didn't have no ifs, ands, or buts about who it was. He was like a pit bull with the leash off. He wasn't gonna miss. But yeah, y'all. Thankful for y'all tuning in. I'm definitely gonna start putting more content out there. And yeah, don't trick yourselves out these streets, man. Freedom is everything. Glory to the game. And may we continue to obtain and maintain whatever it is we hope to gain out of life, y'all. And stay blessed.